Okay, so last week we already, in the previous teaching worksheet, we already learned about the basic shapes: square, rectangles, triangles, and circles. So in this teaching worksheet, we'll be exploring parallelogram, trapezium, and composite figures. But the approach will be the same thing. So there will be algebra involved. The steps are also the same. So I'm gonna introduce you to the idea of area of parallelogram. So actually, the parallelogram, you can think of the parallelogram like a slanted rectangle. So it is a rectangle that's being slanted. So in a way, right, it is kind of made up of two triangles. So it's something like two triangles. So if you think about triangle, it's half some base, some height. So if a parallelogram is made up of two triangles, so it's something like base, some height. So the condition will still be the same idea as triangle. Base times height must be perpendicular. So you got to choose the correct base times height. And there can be more than one pair of base times height. So that is the idea of it. And it's usually tested with algebra. Okay, so before we add in algebra, make sure you can find the base and height first. So for example, okay, if you look at a parallelogram, make sure you understand that the opposite length are the same, because they are supposed to be a slanted rectangle. So the opposite length should be the same. So which means this is a 7, this is a, this is a 18, and then this is a 7. So which is the base and height that you will choose? So look for the 90 degree. In fact, you look for the 90 degree, it will help you with the base and height. So in this case, the area will just be 4 times 18. So again, label and units, like what we did for our triangle, circle, so that. Okay, so you use the 90 degree to help you, and make sure you're aware that the opposite sides are the same. So you can explore, use the 90 degree to help you with the base and height. So use the 90 degree to help you with the base and height. So what if there are more than 190 degree? Of course, you must choose the pair that you can have both values. So you can give it a try. So use the 90 degree to guide you. So for example, like E, you got 290 degree. So if I use the red 90 degree, I got 12, but I do not have AM. But if I use the blue 90 degree, I know that this is 15 and this part will be a 8. So which one will you use? So obviously you will use the blue 90 degree. So it will be 15 times 8. So again, label units. So use the 90 degree to help you. So in this case, I will use a 14 and I will use this one, which is 3. Okay, so this is the idea of parallelogram. You use the pair that is perpendicular. So later on, please try to finish off this page. So how are we going to solve? Okay, so how are we going to solve? So the same thing happened. So for this question, we know that the area is 48. So all the area are 48. So I'm going to find the 90 degree to get the base and height. So I will do my area in algebra. Then I let my algebra be the 48 that the question gave. So I form an equation. So if you take a look, okay, there are two portions to it. I label and there's a units. I set my algebra as an equation. So the equal sign should flow. So same idea. Okay, so we're going to be using the same to help you. So I'm going to help you with this. Okay, do the same 2 steps. So use the 90 degree. So same thing, do the same 2 steps. Okay. So this one, use the same 90 degree. Okay, I'll be helping you with this. Bracket up the algebra. So some of you may not have the habit. So it's a very bad habit by now if you still don't bracket up your algebra. Okay, so I will show you this part. So this part, I'm going to do my area. I found the 90 degree already. So it is a fraction multiplied by a bracket. So where will this bracket go to? It will go to the numerator. And this fraction is going to be the 48 that is given. And how are you going to carry on with this? You need to carry on with your cross multiplication. If by now you find your algebra is rusty or like you cannot even do cross multiply, please be down to earth. Go and practice. So do your cross multiply. And then you carry on. So that is the idea of a parallelogram, the basic one to find area and also how it involves algebra in the area of parallelogram. So you need to try to complete this full page.